Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Hannah City Village Council meeting. Today is December 16th, 2025. I would ask that everybody in attendance please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, remove your hats, and then stand for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Yeah. Okay. I can't see names from here.
Online or?
Yeah.
Zach Livingston.
Zach Livingston. Is that family? Family from Swearingen?
Son.
Okay. Okay. Danny, you just here for regular meeting? I'll assume so.
That's correct.
Kevin Swearingen?
Yes.
And who do we have left over there?
Who is
Rasmus.
What's it?
Can't say the name.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
Nanette.
Hi, Nanette. Welcome all.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, the next thing on the agenda then, after recognition of public guests, if nobody has any input, actually, Brad, did you have anything? Sorry. Roger?
Oh, no.
Michael? No. Okay. And then I have the Swearingen family, which brings us up to our next thing. Public Works Proclamation. So I asked Jim and Al to come over here and meet me on the other side of the podium, facing back towards the podium.
Right out here in the middle, guys.
Yep. Come out here.
Face Tony. Yeah, perfect.
Try to get my big head out of the way. So. Proclamation. Whereas Al Swearingen began his career in his service to the village of Hannah City in 1968, working part-time as a laborer as needed, and in 1985 transitioned to a full-time employment as a street superintendent, faithful to serving his community until his retirement. Whereas Jim Swearingen began his service in 1991 as a water and sewer superintendent and continues to serve the village of Hannah City with dedication and professionalism to today. Whereas Al and Jim have demonstrated unwavering commitment to maintaining safe streets, reliable water systems, and essential infrastructure ensuring the health and quality of life of all residents. Whereas their decades of service reflect the highest standards of integrity, responsibility, and excellence in public service, earning the respect and gratitude of their entire community. Now, therefore, in recognition of their extraordinary contribution, the new Public Works Facility shall bear the name and be known as the Swearingen Public Works Facility, serving a lasting tribute to their dedication and legacy. In witness, therefore, I, Anthony Frixell, Mayor of the Village of Hannah City, do by proclaim and honor on behalf of the village and its residents, dated today, 16 December 2025.
On the screen, you can see the sign.
And there's the, if everybody will see this, what our public works sign will look like.
And if you want to see what it looks like on the building, nice. So, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
There you go. You online, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to share my screen so you can see the
I'll trade the places.
sign. This is what the new public works building will look like. So you got the big logo up top, and then at the bottom it says Swearingen Public Works Facility.
Thank you.
That'll be built this spring.
Wonderful.
See if I can't get you.
I don't think we as the board or as community members can say thank you enough for everything that you guys have both done for Hannah City.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the board?
Come over and later, and we'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, you guys coming out later?
I can say that I moved to the village 2005 and never had a negative impact with Jim or Al with anything of the streets, water before I even came on the board. So, needed something, had a problem, you called, you asked, they took care of it. So,
Those of you online, can you see the sign close up now?
Yes,
So
thank
what
you.
That's what you saw on the building before. It was hard to read, Swearingen Public Works Facility, but that's what'll be on the outside of the building.
I live next door to Mary McElharney, so I got to know Phil as soon as I moved in, and all he ever did was talk about you two. Especially Al, because he's like, I've known these guys forever, and they're amazing. And, so I got to hear a lot of stories, and it's nice to finally meet you. I'm glad you were able to come tonight. I'm glad we were able to do something like this.
So total years, we're like 75 and counting, right? Something like that.
Getting close to the end.
Al, how many years did you work here, part-time and full-time?
You probably don't.
What were the dates?
When did you start part-time? 65?
Part-time in 1953.
Wow.
And then they, of course, later on, 85, they hired me full-time. Because I had lost my job with Pat Brewing Company when they closed up.
And Jim, your service anniversary is coming up in January, right? And 35 years.
You got a few more to go before you can match what
You got to get the total to 100, Jim.
Not happening.
Well, we love you guys, man. We
Yes.
appreciate you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks for all you did
Yeah.
and do.
I know there's been in the village we have a lot of good workers. We've had a lot of good workers. And people come and go, but the people that we have right now are probably our best crew that we've ever had. Jim being one of those people, and things changed, and he stepped up and has really driven the way. So we got Roger and Brad that are out there every day too. So thank you to all three of you gentlemen that are still here working.
Well, when we get to the point where we're going to break ground, we'll do this again. We'll have you come out and break ground with us. How's that? That'll be in the spring sometime. And then when we finish the building in the summer, hopefully we'll have you out for the grand opening.
Make Roger and Brad cook some burgers.
Sounds good.
Well,
You are welcome more to stay if you want to, but if you have things to do, you're more welcome to leave and go do them. So.
thanks for all you guys doing this
I don't know where it's at.
So yeah, so
To make it easier so you didn't have to.
no, I love the
online. Those of you online, if you want to stay for the meeting, you can. If you want to beg off, that's fine too. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So am I just to read these off? Is that kind of what we're thinking? This is
Makes it a lot easier, but I was like, I don't want to be like,
no, I love it. I mean, this is so much easier to understand. Thank you very much.
Hey Jim, are you guys coming up or do you know? You guys coming up later?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait and
I don't know if
shake.
they are.
I'll wait and shake your hand then.
Rod, been nice rooting for you.
Oh, he just needed us.
You playing baseball?
Oh, yeah.
What do you do?
They'll let us practice. I am my next
He's retired
I
now.
think that's the funnest thing we've ever done.
Man.
Oh, yeah, to the close second. Playing fly.
I'm surprised that
I don't do
I don't
that.
think I forgot me.
Sit around.
Alright.
Yeah. Take care.
See you there. Yes, sir.
He was what?
Joel said he was gonna go hunting tonight. She goes, I bet you thought you
You're
were.
doing pretty good.
All right. Minutes?
Yeah. I have no idea what that is.
That was really cool, guys. Good work.
I can't wait to see it done.
It's a great idea.
It was Rogers, by the way.
Yes, it was.
So if you see him tonight, thank him for that.
Approval of approval of previous minutes. Everybody should have a copy of our December 2nd, 2025 meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as written. Second. Thank you.
Motion by Johnson, second by Sidak. Any further discussion, corrections, changes? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Treasury report.
Doesn't look very different tonight. Everything's, it's pretty standard. I've got two payrolls on there, just like normal. Any questions on that?
When is the last payroll?
Next week.
Next week.
Saw that.
Is last week. Is the last payroll is
Next week will be the last payroll.
Okay. So then our first meeting in January will have quite a few payrolls on there because some
Yes.
people have their payouts and everything.
You will.
Okay.
I make a motion that we approve the treasurer's report and pay all outstanding debts.
Second. Motion by Sidak. Second by Pearson.
I have your copy.
Any further discussion? We'll roll call. Weaver,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Sidak.
Yes.
Motion carries. Mr. Lott, you be here.
I am here. My turn? Your turn. I'll lead with that quickly. Thank you for having me. It's been a long 2025. I had some things going on in my world that set it upside down, that everything is back to normal now. My little niece is back with her mom, and my world is back to where it started. So I appreciate your patience and flexibility with me, as it's been a trying year, and hopefully we're all back. As I mentioned, a Christmas miracle. So here we go. So thank you. I wanted to kind of update a few things here. I should have done this all along, and should I be fortunate enough to be able to continue to do so, I will. Just kind of update where we're at on things, even if there isn't an update. And I have this sorted, and I flustered myself, so I screwed up. Where the tower project is at, MFT, other projects, over the years, we've had a lot of different projects coming and go on. This list grows and shrinks, but it should never disappear. And I think it did, and I want to correct that. So just quickly, a bi-weekly update, if you will, on where some of the things that we've been talking about are at. Of course, the biggest one is with the EPA State Revolving Fund, the loan application for the tower. It's been a long process. We kind of hurried up and stopped and wanted to pause, and I probably haven't pushed as hard as we should have.
That's okay.
Hearing that maybe we shouldn't be anyway, but that we should push. And so where we're at right now is the EPA's very understaffed and slow as well. But we anticipate them approving the boilerplate ordinances that you need to pass to say we're going to move forward. Their legal divisions had them and is chewing on them. They promised them today. I don't think we saw them, but should get them back quickly for you to consider addressing in January to one of your board meetings to be able to take that next step, open it up to public comment, go for the 30-day public comment period. Hopefully no one objects, and then continue down this road. It's an aggressive schedule, but what I've got here is anticipating that those two next steps occur in January and February, so that in March you would get a project approval from the EPA, which is a big step, and then the loan approval probably this summer. At that point in time, you would be able to know you're going to, you've asked for the full amount. You don't need to take the full amount, but you would have the terms and then be able to make those decisions. And I have that their decision to move forward sometime this summer. What are the terms? Do we want to borrow all, some, none? What's the principal forgiveness? What's the interest rate? So that you can make the decisions that you've been meaning to make for some time.
So let's say everything looks just like we want it, but we say we want to wait a year. Is that possible, or is that a problem?
And do loans expire?
The offer would.
Is it like a 60-day offer, so you have to make a movement?
I don't.
It's
Go ahead.
90. I think 90.
I thought it was even longer, but it's not indefinite. A year.
I'm not saying we would.
Yeah.
How slow municipalities are.
Yeah. Let me get back with you. Let me find out, Brian. I almost hesitate to ask. Hurry up, and then to find out, well, you didn't want it anyway. But
I'm not saying we don't want it. But ultimately, the board has to decide. But
that's a fair question, though.
We went from no loans to now we have two. We're going to have two, and this would be three, and the biggest of all of them. So, and it's not that I don't think we can handle it. It's just if they were spaced out a little bit better, because the solar one in 2 years goes away,
Right.
And so that one's gone.
So how does this fit into your projection that I know you're so good at? Let me find out what that answer would be, because I do think July is probably aggressive.
But I mean, I don't know how the board feels, but my guess is if everything went swimmingly and they teed it up, we'd probably go ahead. I don't know.
Yeah, I would like.
I guess it depends on the parameters. How much are
Exactly.
they forgiving us?
Exactly.
How big's the loan?
And that's what the information that you need to even begin to consider and how it fits into your future budgets. So I'm hopeful that milestone is achieved this summer. And I'll get back with you on how much time you might have to be able to consider that. I'm sure it's not 30 days. I'm sure it's months, but I don't know that it's years. I'll find out.
Okay. On the MFT, this is my fault. I think Roger communicated with Joe. I did not communicate with you, but we're going to pause 1 year.
Okay.
So we're going to sit out next year.
Okay. Yeah, and I asked Joe today. I missed out last year.
So maybe Roger didn't send it to him.
Okay. So seriously, just pause.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're just going to.
Awesome. Bank.
Well,
Yeah.
we finished our 5-year program. We've got
Those loans he was talking about.
Yeah, the year one roads are still in decent shape, and we don't want to wait, 2 years or 3 years, but we did vote to pause for 1 year.
Yeah, like I said, the MFT money, of course, has to be spent for MFT, but you just bank it, and then you have, let's pick a round number, 90 grand next year, 100 grand next year instead of the 45 to 60 that you have this year, and then you won't spend any general dollars. So I guess that second bullet becomes a little simpler.
Yeah, that's why I felt bad because
No worries. It's boilerplate stuff that, generally this is the time of year.
You're right.
And years past, it was funny. I was talking with Joe, and I don't want to go off on a tangent here. This is neither the time or place, but, I've been doing this for 23 and a half years with you guys.
Is that right?
Yeah. June of 2002.
Wow. You've been the contact that long. Wow.
June
Amazing.
of 2002. And, back then it was very regimented. We wouldn't do it in January. We wanted to wait until the snow was starting to melt and we would drive the streets. Remember, we'd spend all afternoon driving the streets when the sun was low and the frost, we could still see where the dips and bumps were. It was perfect timing. And you have this street, and no, not this street. And Al would go with us. And it was, I don't know, pretty subjective. And then, of course, the MFD program was, yeah, and it wasn't all streets. You know, you had salt in there and culverts. Yeah, culverts and road signs, and you know, you'd spend 15 on roads. And it's changed quite a bit. And now you've, to Brian and Roger's credit, you've got it down.
Roger.
You know, you guys have done a great thing. So that's where those projects are at. I'm hopeful to begin to provide more constant updates and not. The EPA will let it sit there if you let them. I won't do that anymore. We'll push them harder. They're understaffed as well, but they'll take every opportunity to sit. We won't let that happen. So we'll get it in front of you so that you can make the decisions instead of the EPA. So still on track for all that, and I don't have any other projects as far as the public works facility. You know, got the surveying where you needed it, got it all subdivided as you needed it, I think. Let me know if we can help in any way. You guys, I can't tell you, I didn't realize what you were going to do tonight. And that's my segue. I guess any questions on the technical stuff?
I don't.
So like I said, there's a time and a place for maybe me to justify or defend or praise all the things that I think that Farnsworth can provide, but this isn't the time or place. But like I said, for 23 and a half years, something resonated with me with talking to Jim and Al. In the proclamation, it said that they had the respect and gratitude of the community, and they do. But I think it's a two-way street with those two gentlemen. I've never seen two fellas respect and be gracious back to the community. Really respected what they did, and they're lucky and blessings to be able to do that. And I want to model myself after that. I've been trying for a long, long time, but that's an example of how to be respectful and gracious.
They take their work very seriously. Yep. I mean, it breaks Jim's heart if somebody's out of water. It's his fault. I mean, he takes it very, very personally.
Yep. And you know, whether it's the word customer or citizen or partner, you know, it takes it personally, and I do as well. So, it just thanks for I'm glad I got to see that trying to keep it together here. That's
well,
awesome.
and I'm glad you're here. I mean, because I'll say publicly the private conversation you and I had about the RFP, that has nothing to do with you and nothing to do with Joe. In fact, everybody to a person said that you guys are great and wonderful for the village of Hannah City. I think our question is Farnsworth the right company, and what kind of pressure do you find yourself in to balance the two things? And plus, I think we're going to get to the point where we're probably every 3 to 5 years might look at all of our vendors and see if we're doing the right thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it helps us be sharp.
And keeps us competitive. You know, it keeps our vendors competitive too.
Wholeheartedly agree. So, like I said, I didn't want to. Hopefully, there'll be another time and a place for that sort of response.
Absolutely,
I look forward to it.
Yeah,
but I just wanted to kind of wrap up my report with again respect and gratitude of the community, and wish everybody a happy holidays here as we wind down what's been a challenging 2025. So, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Brandon. Attorney's report.
Well, we have the final draft of Title VI. And yeah, that was a tough one. We have that for you guys to vote on this evening. And we start working on Title V. So that will have its own challenges as far as business regulations. But other than that, nothing else to report.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ready for me?
I'm ready for you. No sign needed.
In the packet, you've got the financial report for November. This is the 7th month of our fiscal year, believe it or not. If you look at the first slide, we had a good month. We didn't have any capital spending, so there's nothing to adjust. We had income of $126,834, which is pretty close to budget, and expenses were well below. So we had a very positive month of $42,000 in total. And if you look at the core funds on the next page, you can see everything's positive. And I think all, with the exception of maybe even with sewer, I think everybody covered their capital for the month, so that's good. Monthly expenses, so we were 42,000 positive. General was 15. Income and sales tax continued to do well. Expenses are lower. The code, I have lawyer there, but the code project, we haven't got as much done as we thought we might. So that cost is lower, and then we've got a lot of others that are just lower. Water income's on budget, and expenses are much better than budget. Purchases are lower, and again, we got a lot of others, just a lot of variable things that are lower. Sewer was positive. Property tax was a little bit less than what we expected. Expenses are better than budget because of the lagoon efficiency in the solar field, so that's actually paying off. About a couple $1,000s a month, and then garbage was pretty much right on plan. November MFT, not a lot to say. All income, no expense, and that's the way it'll be for the next 5 months as well. We have no more cost for the balance of this year. November TIF, all we had was the Illinois funds for income and no expenses. November BDD, the income was pretty much right on budget. Expenses, we had some grants, but still good. I don't think there's any reason to go through the summary on that. Year-to-date core funds. So this is with capital expenditures. So that's, if you throw in capital, we're still, with all the capital we spent, we're still $128,650 to the good. If you pull capital out and adjust it, you can see the details down there below. Our adjusted number, or our operating number, is we're $376,000 to the good through 7 months. Then you got the core funds with capital again, so you can see where we spent stuff, and then if you adjust it out, that just gives you the detail. So general's positive 214, water 107, sewer 50, garbage 35. So everything's looking pretty good. I don't think there's a whole lot on the summary. Gaming has been good year to date as well. A little better. Electricity, we had budgeted for new equipment on the sewer side, and we haven't spent as much there. So that's part of the positive story. If you look at year-to-date MFT, so we've got income of $35,000, expenses of $50,000, so we're $14,000 negative. But we're going to get about $5,000 a month for the next 5 months, so that's $25,000 on that 14. So we'll be positive, what, $9,000 or $10,000 come the end of the year. Year-to-date TIF, the big number there is the $318,694. We've got to figure out a way to do a better job of projecting the incremental tax. It's hard to do, and obviously we missed it by a lot this time. But the other thing is 80% of those dollars in January, I think it is, at the end of December when we get the final property tax numbers back, 80% of the residential goes back to the other taxing body. So we'll see a big expense in January that moves those dollars back. Year-to-date BDD, we had budgeted for a loss this year, so there's really no surprise there. We had excess cash to cover it, so we're still good. I think I covered everything. As far as cash, we've got $2,627,475 in the bank. The key number is always the year-to-date variance. So from the beginning of the year till now, we've got $361,955 more cash than we had when we began the fiscal year. The details of the cash summary are here. If you look at the general year-to-date is negative. That's because we transferred a lot down to Illinois funds. Streets is negative. Again, that's the alleys project that we did. MFT, we're negative 23,000 cash, but that's just timing. We're going to get that back because expenses are done and the income's coming in. And then the BDD, we did budget to have negative cash flow this year. So 7 months in, all in all, everything is looking good.
Love to see all the green in the totals.
Yeah, that's what you want to see.
Anybody have any questions for Brian?
Impressive as always.
Oh, about impressive.
Well, it's a team effort, guys. It really is. All right. Title 6. Help me remember, Shanna. Title 1 is administration and government, right? So that's all the rules around us and staff and all that stuff.
Right.
Title 2, you remember?
That's going to be like your building code.
Oh, that's right. Title 2 be building codes. We're doing that last. Title 3 was either streets or residential. I think it was streets.
I think it's streets because 4 is residential.
So 1's approved, 2 we haven't started, 3's approved, 4 is residential.
Right.
What governs the residential properties, and that's approved.
Right. Yeah.
5 is what governs the businesses,
Right. And we're
which
working on that.
we just started. 6 is public infrastructure. So it's how do we govern the stuff between the residential property and the government property. So easements, right-of-ways, all of that stuff.
Who owns what?
I sent you a copy of the full thing. It was 35 pages. I didn't think you wanted 35 pages here, but I'll go through some of the major changes. So this is about public infrastructure. We're covering water, sewer, right-of-way, easements, lighting, sidewalks, signage, and then how the enforcement side. So if you look, public infrastructure, water, what's in the chapters is definitions, ownership, and maintenance. The only thing we changed on ownership and maintenance is the property owner owns it to the property line. We own the main. Between the main and the property line is no man's land. So what we said in here and what we discussed is that we will jointly work on it, jointly cover the cost. We'll be responsible for the work. That makes sense? Okay. Accessibility to turn off water, turn off service, and all that kind of stuff. Application for the water service. The unusual rates, we didn't put the regular rates in here because they change every year, but the snowbirds and the pool and that kind of stuff, we put it in here because we don't think that's going to change all that much. Delinquent bills, process and disconnection. Governing our right of access, rules governing our right of access. Water tampering and damage to the system, and then the penalty for violation, which we've now made consistent all the way through the entire code book. I know one of the big changes we said is we're going to get badges for the staff, so that if people have a problem, we can prove that we're with the village. That's one of the things that we put in there.
Do we have badge reader?
Huh? No, she's working on it.
You buying one?
A what?
Badge.
You want a badge?
No, I was just gonna make, I'll talk to you about it.
Or sheriff starts.
So that was water, sewer, ownership and maintenance. So it's the same thing. Property line, main, middle ground. We've non-flushable items, covered all of that. Remember when we talked about all the sewer backup and how we wanted to handle all that? You guys voted, or I don't know if we voted, but you approved how we wanted to handle that. So we put that in there. A new sewer installments, what's required when you're putting in a new sewer. Utility payment process for sewer only, connection fees, and then again, penalty for violation. Right-of-way, so this is the definition of what a right-of-way is, what they can and can't put in the right-of-way, who's responsible, if there's something in the right-of-way, what's the process if we need to get into the right-of-way. Connections for driveways and rules around that. I think we did put a permit process in place now for driveways, and the water runoff. There's some language governing that. Easements, again, same thing. What are they? Who owns them? When can we use them? What can be in them? What can't be in them? all that stuff. Lighting, what do we own? What do residents own? What are the rules if residents want to put in lights? Maintenance, who's responsible? Right of access if we need to get on somebody's property. And then we got kind of a general lighting theme as well that'll be in residential. We're going to put it in residential business in here. The kind of rule. No, that's signage.
That's
I'm sorry.
signage,
That's
yeah.
signage. Sidewalks. Who owns them? Who maintains them? Who replaces and repairs them? Damages, liability. What are the standards for the sidewalks? That Roger put that together. Permit to construct them. If they want one. Supervision over that. Control over that. What role we would play. What role would they play? Isn't this fun? And then the signage. So if people want to put signage on village property, what are the rules that govern that? And then what are the general rules for signage for, and then, like I said, there'll be a general rule that'll apply for residents, business, and government property. And then we've got some special residential stuff, and we'll have some special business stuff once we do Title V. Defacing or damaging any of our signs, damaging village property, that's in there as well. And then the last thing is just fines, penalties, governance, what happens if you don't do the things that we outlined in here. And we're trying to make that as consistent as we can throughout the entire code. And then so Title I, done, that was governing. Title II, building code, that's going to be last. 3 streets, that's done. 4 residential, that's done. 5 business, that's coming. We're just starting that now. 6 public infrastructure. And then 7's just all of the fees and fines and all that stuff. And that's done. So we got 5 and 2, basically.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
And 7 will kind of add in, like, if in 5 there's a permit fee for some kind of business, then we'll just add that into 7.
And as we've been going, Cassandra keeps a file. So anytime we see something and we go, was that in the book, new code book or not? We make a note. And then once we get it all done and all approved, we're just going to keep a list of anything that we want to change. And then we're just going to update it once a year. We're going to publish it ourselves online. We're going to get away from American Legal and I don't even know how much we pay them.
On the leg.
Yep.
And then we'll probably publish some key ordinances as well, like water rates and those types of things. So we'll have our skinny down Hannah City specific code book, and then we'll have some special ordinances that people might want to reference from time to time, published on the website. So the next thing is there's an ordinance to approve Title VI.
I make a motion that we adopt and approve an ordinance adopting Title VI public infrastructure into the Village Code of Hannah City.
Motion by Sidak, second by Pearson. Any comments, questions? Get some good sleeping material if you want to read this.
That's how I got to sleep last night.
Oh, okay.
I particularly like the ADA sidewalk section.
Is there a goal to have it all done by?
It's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I think we could get 5 done in the next 3 months, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
2 is going to be a bear.
Yeah. So to figure out which international business code, international residential code, and if you want to make any amendments, because then you have to list those in your code if you change anything.
Our current logic is, and you guys push back if you disagree, we'll talk to our inspector, anybody here who wants to give us input. We'll pick a international code book that we want to use as our base.
It has to be within how many years?
I think they said 9 years.
Okay, so 1990 won't work.
So then once you do that, then that's the code book that you're bound by. Well, one of the things we thought we would do is we got to that point, we would say, anything that's documented in the rest of our code book supersedes the international code book. So titles 1, 2, 3, 4, you see what I'm saying? So if we've got stuff in here that contradicts what's in the code book, we're going to say this is what we want because we know this is what we've decided that we want. Then the question becomes, what other stuff do you have to back out, like sprinklers in homes? And so that part, figuring all that out will be, I'm guessing, a challenge. And then the other thing that's in that section is zoning. We've got a zoning plan. It's very complicated. Do we want to tackle simplifying that and just having, well, we've got like 5 residential districts or something, and 3 commercial districts. And so do we want to just go down to 1 residential and everything can be in there, and here's the rules for houses and here's the rules for apartments?
Well, that'd be commercial property if it's apartments.
Anyway, my point is that there's a lot of work to be done on that one. So that's why we're going to have Brian do it.
Multi-family residential.
All right. Questions?
Nope, I have a motion, I have a second, right?
Yes.
Yeah, motion by Sidak, second by Pearson. Any further comments, questions? Roll call it. Pearson.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Sidak.
Yes.
And Weaver.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Good job on this, guys.
And that ordinance number is
Tangible.
25-12-02.
Probably feels good to be checking these off as you go down the list.
I just know that whoever comes in down the road owes this group a case of beer. They're going to inherit something that's a lot easier and simpler.
Yeah. So committee reports, Mr. Pearson.
Yes, sir. We've got quite a bit to go over here. The first thing that you can see on there is the timeline for the municipal bond. That's the printout with the yellow and white on there. We've got some dates that Mr. Baylor can help us review here.
I think the simplest thing is that we've got a timeline that we have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get the bond and everything in place. We've got the people that we're working with that are, we've got several partners that we're working with to get this done. There's public hearings that have to be held and all this kind of stuff. But the bottom line is by March 26th, we hope to have the funds from the bond sale. Basically, what's going to happen is they're going to take our municipal bonds and package them with other people's municipal bonds and put them in something that investors can put their money into. I'm learning all about this, but what I'm being told is that these are going to be pretty wanted. In fact, they think they'll get more than they're suggesting. We go after $565,000 worth of bond sales, and they think the proceeds on that, based upon what they'll sell for, will be around $620,000. So we've been working through all that now. Anyway, so we've got to jump through all these hoops and hopefully have the money by the 28th of March. The only problem we may have is if we start on the building before that date, and I don't know whether we will or not, if we can even get in there, or it's going to be too messy, but we might have to make a payment on the building of $119,000, which means we have to approve another ordinance that says we can get that money back from the bond sale, that we don't have to take it out of our budget or out of our reserves, but the bond sale can refund us for that. So I don't know. Is that helping, or do you want more?
I didn't ask, but I think this is good.
And I think it's an ever-changing process, it seems like. But our economic development group, Jacob and Klein's partner, Gwen, is helping us quite a bit. And then I asked them, I said, we've got Raymond James, which is the engagement person. We've got Miller Canfield, which is the bond people. anyway, we've got several partners here, and so I do have an email somewhere where it said, explain to me what everybody's doing in this process. And I read it. It made sense to me at the time. I can't repeat it now because I don't really remember it, but it's a lot to do this. This is like the most government type work I've been involved in to this point. But we're going to get ourselves an interest rate of less than 4.1%. That we can pay off in 9 years. We've already got 300 some thousand that's going to be earning 4% for those 9 years. So the bottom line is we'll be paying $209,000 worth of interest for 9 years, but half of that we're earning ourselves. So we're really only paying $100,000 worth of interest over those 9 years. And then when the 9 years are up, the payoff now, I told you it was $355. It's going to be $380. But we've got $300,000 that's going to earn $100,000 over 9 years. So when it's done, we'll just take the $400,000 and pay it off and be done. Or not. Maybe we'll do something different. Or maybe somebody else will build something different. Build a pool. All right. Is that more than you wanted?
Perfect amount. So then the next thing there is the placement agent engagement letter. That's the Raymond James. You can see there.
Yeah, so we have to approve that, I believe, and then we also have to approve the ordinance that is allowing us to go out and do the general obligation bonds not to exceed $600,000.
So I will make a motion to approve
I would say to allow Brian Baylor to offer.
Oh, I think it's what's the agenda say?
placement engagement letter. Placement agent engagement letter.
Yeah, so basically what you're doing is you're voting to allow Raymond James to be our engagement agent. Placement agent.
Make a motion to allow Raymond James to be our placement agent.
I'll second that motion. Excuse me.
Motion by Pearson, second by Johnson. Any further questions, comments?
I have one legal one. Do I need to specify this is for bond? Other than just allow Raymond James as our placement agent? Do I need to describe Raymond James?
It would probably be a good idea to.
You could use that
specify.
reference. Reference is engagement of and disclosure of placement agent pursuant to section SEC Municipal Advisor Rule MSRB Rule G17 $600,000 general obligation bonds. Just so it's covered.
Yeah.
So I have a motion. I have a second.
Who did the second?
Johnson. Any questions? Okay, we'll roll call it. This one will go to Johnson.
Yes. Sorry.
Zidak.
Yeah.
Weaver.
was coming.
Pearson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Please excuse me.
Next up, we have the ordinance authorizing the issuance of the general obligation bond. I don't think there's anything more we needed to add to that other than what we've already been talking about. So I'll make a motion to approve the ordinance authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds, Series 2026 of the Village of Hannah City, Peoria County, Illinois, an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $600,000 for the purpose of financing various capital improvements within the village and paying for costs related thereto.
Second.
Did you get all that, Denise?
No, I just asked it that.
Copy and paste.
I have a motion by Pearson, second by Johnson. Any comments, questions? Hearing none, we'll roll call it. Zidak.
Yes.
Weaver. Yes. Pearson.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
So electronic copies to me and Shanna, hard copies to Cassandra for filing. And then if they need, if these other people need hard copies, I'll let you know.
And who needs the Raymond James?
Electronic copies of both.
No, the engagement one.
Electronic to me, hard copy to her. And the
And the ordinance. Okay.
And that is all I have.
I really hope. What about the notice of intent to issue bonds? Oh, is that part of that one?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's got the BINA notice in it. Yeah.
It's got the what?
Yeah, that was in there.
BINA notice.
Okay.
It's already been approved. It's part of the whole ordinance.
Whether Ergonomic Partners builds their big building because, and that'll almost pay for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Wiley has 2 herniated discs, so I'm the planning and zoning guy too.
Go ahead.
So we got a request, you know that farm ground that sold on Taylor Road, there was like 5 farm tracts over there that sold. One of the people that bought one of the tracts wants to put in a subdivision, and so they asked us whether that we would pre-annex them. They're not within the ability to be pre-annexed, but they had said that they could get a couple other people to pre-annex, and so therefore they would be within the whatever, is it 1.5 miles in order to do it. Wiley and I studied it and we looked at it and we mapped it out, but to get them to full annexation, it's 10 properties.
That's a campaign right there.
That's a lot of yeses,
Yeah.
especially if it only takes one no to break it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some of it's farm ground, so that makes it even harder.
It's on Taylor.
Yeah. And so it's a group that we'd worked with before over here with the frontage property and so forth. And I had mentioned that we'd done some things to pre-annex some things for them previous that was, you know, kind of a stretch, betting on that we were going to get some, you know, new construction, some things over here, and that we were disappointed that hadn't happened. And they said that they had to, they can't get the water that they need over there to put in the fishery. They said that there's the well is what I was told, that the well doesn't, they'd have to go too deep or whatever, so they're not sure that that's gonna happen at this point. So Wiley and my recommendation is to tell them, appreciate you asking, but
Thanks, but no thanks.
it really doesn't fit at this point.
Yeah, especially if we have to go through 10 properties to get it, because we're doing all the legwork.
The only other thing we looked at is it is kind of on the same path, that those 10 properties for Pleasant Valley Water.
That's what I was just going to ask.
Yeah. But I still don't think we would get everybody to go.
And the benefit to them is just not dealing with Peoria as the
Correct. Yep. I don't think it would. And then, I mean, then from their property, what's the farm, the nonprofit youth farm. Youth farm has a property there, and then you would connect also to Cobblestone, and so there might be another benefit there if you could get all that connected. But I just think the effort to try to get all that done is, I can't imagine it's going to happen based upon the experience we've had with others. Well, why? If you're not going to build anything on your farm ground, why would you want to pay Hannah City taxes in addition to what you're already paying? So if you guys are okay with that, I'll just communicate to them and say, maybe someday, but we're not there now.
I think we got enough going on right now than
Yeah.
throw that on your plate.
That would be on your plate.
My plate.
Community economic.
Yeah,
Development.
develop the community. That wouldn't be the community until they
You
got
need to help in development.
until they got annexed.
I'm done.
Okay. Sanitary sewer.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if this is sanitary sewer or water. I'm gonna hold off and we're gonna put it under water. So
Yeah, the
end of-
meters is water.
Huh?
The meters is water.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna say end of report on sanitary sewer.
Water.
Water. Bear with me. We have a new shut-off notice layout. I have 22 shut-off letters for $5,478.10. One actual shut-off for $447.73. I have 6 foreclosure properties totaling $271.83. Foreclosure shutoffs is 0 with 0 amount, and level pay is 0. And hot dog, I just realized her new thing does not have gallons. So, oh wait, yeah, it does. I think. Where'd you just? I don't have gallons. So I think that would be it.
I'm going to say approximately 2 million.
Yeah, it's always around the million. It's always around the 2 million, but
Good answer.
2.2 maybe.
Yeah, I apologize. I don't have that. I guess I should have called that when she peeked in.
I might have it.
I put plus or minus 2 million.
I can send her an email too if we can include that on the next ones as well. Alright, I'll just do that later.
This is the. Oh, is this just for the week or the month?
It's for the month, but this is gallons purchased from, so it's different from gallons sold. Yeah.
Is that the number you give me? Gallons used? Is that how much?
Normally it's gallons used, yeah.
Gallons
it should be like.
sold, not-
It's gallons sold,
Oh yeah, excuse me.
so it's a little bit different.
It'll be around 2 million,
Yeah, it's around 2 million.
I get it.
approximately.
Work it.
So that's it on that, and then you guys will see in here we have a packet, or not a packet. There is a quote from Midwest Meter. This is our ongoing water meter replacement. So I have a quote in here that I'm going to be submitting for a vote in a moment for Midwest Meter to replace specifically the meters that are in the water pit. I believe there's 10. Well, 10. The total would be 10 total when you add all the parts together, 10 meters. So I would like to make a motion to pay out the $2,800 to Midwest Meter Inc. for meter replacements.
Second. Approve the quote from 20.
Or approve the quote, excuse me. And second from SIDEC.
Hey, did you see she included all this in this time?
Yeah, I'll have to talk to her about that.
Talk to her about it if you want something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want me to? I was going to send her an email, but I can hold off on it.
1 second.
Oh, for what?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No, I was talking
we're
about something
talking
else.
about something.
Sorry. Apologies.
Brian sidetracked squirrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. End of report for water.
Hold on, we're not done yet.
Haven't voted yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still writing, so give me a minute.
So motion by Johnson, second by who?
Side deck.
So yeah.
You're going to say no to your own motion?
My motivations are unknowable.
Yeah. So,
Norman help me come election.
so we'll roll call it. Weaver,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Sider.
Yes.
So yes.
End of report water.
Building and grounds, Mr. Weaver. Streets and alleys, Mr. Weaver. CDC, Mr. Sidak.
All right, we got another grant disbursement. This has got to be, we got to be like in the home stretch on this, right?
I think so. I think we've got,
There's Graffelman, and then there's Nicole Sweet, and I don't think Nicole Sweet's
yeah, we have
do
two
it.
residentials, and I'm not sure that either one's gonna come in.
I don't think so.
And then we've got one commercial, that's the building that's being reskinned over here.
And he said he was done.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
So
So my guess is we'll vote on one more commercial and the others will expire. That's my guess.
Well, we're gonna be reimbursing some door replacements today for the arch deck. The cost to us would be $2,325. So I will make the motion that we approve the disbursement of $2,325.00 to the recipients of Project 25R9.
Motion by Sidak,
Second.
second by Pearson. Any questions, comments? Roll call it. Pearson,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Sidak,
Yes.
Weaver. Motion carries.
End of report.
There's no administration report. I checked, there was one call that came in, but it was a weird report.
Wasn't even in my-
Our next meeting is
There's one more thing.
Oh yeah.
The question of whether or not we're gonna change the board meeting date and time.
Oh, I haven't got that. I was on the next board meeting and
Come
that's
on,
not
Ryan.
down.
Well, that's the next board meeting. I've got 2 dates there depending on
Oh, that's where it was.
what and if we decide.
Oh.
So we need
He
to
buried
vote.
it under.
Oh,
He's gonna have to call.
here's the deal. You guys don't owe me anything on this. I signed a 1-year consulting contract with the city of Canton to review and alter or change their financial system, or at least make recommendations to whether they decide to do it or not. It's a whole different deal. They meet on the first and third Tuesdays at 6:30. We meet on the first and third Tuesdays, right?
Yes.
At 6:30. We meet at 6. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to have to go to every board meeting, but to be honest with you, I'd kind of like to in order to learn. And so I sent out an email asking, and we talked about options of second and fourth Tuesday, first and third Monday, or second and fourth Monday. And then we also talked about the possibility of adjusting times. I think online, most everybody wanted the second and fourth Tuesday. The problem with that is,
I work in Bellevue, and their meetings are on the second and fourth.
so
Tuesday.
she's supporting Bellevue, and their meetings are on the second and fourth. So Hannah City's popular.
And we, I mean, in all actuality, we don't really need Cassandra here for the treasurer.
I understand.
Well, that's why
She likes being here. Though.
I do like being here for the meeting. But if I need to, I will do what I have to do.
Yeah, so we can leave it exactly the same and tell me to go pound sand, and that's fine. I get it, all good. Or we can move to the second and fourth Tuesday, which hurts Cassandra. Or we can move to the first and third Monday, or the second and fourth Monday. Which I don't know if that does anything bad for anybody else.
I'm open to making the change, and I would be happy to support our fellow communities, but I'm gonna have a really hard time hitting that 5:30. I saw that time change because childcare commitments. And,
Yeah, no, we hear you. So I think it's got to be one of these other dates at 6. Okay. Or nothing. I mean, again, you guys don't know.
Just throw a Wednesday.
Whoa. I'm totally fine with it. I think the way
You like
my line is
Tuesday?
set up, I clear every Tuesday no matter what. So Tuesday is what works for me. Tuesdays are the days.
And we're thinking 6 still then, so it wouldn't actually be that 5:30.
Oh, definitely be 6.
Okay. When I saw that, I was like, oh man, I don't think I can swing that.
Do you
so.
think Bellevue would be amenable to moving their time? Like
Probably not.
We're the big.
What time is there?
We
You said
say
6. Okay.
Right, same time.
I apologize.
Mine would definitely, I would definitely.
And
have to be
again,
6 for me. That's not working if you were.
if it turns out that I'm not going to have to be at all the meetings, then we can adjust back, or I don't know.
Well, we have to give notification at the first of the year of all of our meetings for the year. So whatever we put out there has to be.
Well, yeah, that's the point, and it could be, and maybe it's only for a year. Again, I'm a little uncomfortable asking, but I want to do my best for everybody.
My personal preference would be on Monday, but once again, I'm not owed anything either, so.
What about
Is
the
Monday bad for anybody?
Yeah. What about the
And
first and
speak
third
freely,
Monday?
man. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings.
I have obligations once a month on Mondays, like first Mondays with the UMC. I'm on one of their committees there.
Who?
United
church.
Methodist Church.
What time is it?
Or it could, like, those meetings will get
And they're not
till like
carried
7
down.
o'clock.
So, what we did second and fourth Monday at 6, does that hurt anybody?
Second, fourth.
Be honest. Speak freely.
Wednesdays I have problems with, and I can't do earlier.
Yeah, I think it's
on
got to either be
Tuesdays.
Monday or Tuesday.
I prefer to just stick on Tuesdays.
Okay. Is
Anybody
that how
else?
everybody feels?
Anybody else? Mondays?
I don't think it really matters to me.
Rod?
Doesn't matter to me. Monday or Tuesday's fine. Monday or Tuesday's fine.
Chris?
Same, as long as it's 6, unfortunately.
So if we
So
moved
really-
it to, if we moved it to second and fourth Monday, would you be okay with that? Would you still be able to work that? Because right now,
That allows us to keep Cassandra.
Yeah, I just need to make,
But if your meeting's on the first Monday, right? Isn't that what you said?
for sure.
Would that just mean that you just don't get to eat dinner Monday and you?
You know, he just
Yeah,
goes
I-
like, his little thing goes off. Oh, it's time for me to go.
Well, we don't have to decide tonight, and I don't even think it requires a vote, or maybe it does.
You have to-
Does it require a vote?
no, but we have to publish
You
it.
have to publish it at the first of the year.
I understand, but we've got a month. Or not a month,
No,
but 2
this
weeks.
is the last meeting before.
I understand.
But we don't have to have, we just have a consensus so we can tell Cassandra and them to publish. So,
So we've got, our working theory is second and fourth Monday at 6, if Zach's schedule will work.
Let's do it.
okay, he said okay.
Full send.
Well said.
Put it down range.
Thank you.
I'll just tell them to cut their meeting short.
Thank
That's
you guys,
probably
I
better
appreciate
for
it.
Jesus
So-
forgives you.
They may fire me in a week, so.
And then we'll have to write an agenda.
Somebody's going to have to remind me.
So our,
I think you probably ought to vote on it just in case.
So do we.
yeah, so,
We need a motion.
so we need a motion to change our regularly scheduled 2026 Village of Hannah City Board meetings to the second and fourth Monday of every month at 6 p.m.
I'll make the motion.
By Chris, second by Weaver. Any further discussion? Everybody knows what we're doing. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
You didn't ask Danny.
Oh, Danny's on his phone anyway.
So the next one would be January 12th.
Oh.
That's birthday present for us.
Is that your birthday? Look at that, it worked out
For
perfect.
your birthday, you get to be in meetings all day and night.
After a long day.
Okay, well, what I will do is I would, Cassandra,
Okay.
make a note of this. Who's doing the calendar?
Me.
Okay, let's put a meeting invite out then
Okay.
on the calendar for the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of every month. Monday. And then send it out to the entire board.
Okay.
So that way it's be in your email, will be on your calendar, won't be any question about it.
That'll help me, because then I'll see it.
But then I'll have to remove it from all my calendar, my Tuesday one from all
No,
the
just change it.
No, I will remove mine.
Oh, she's gonna do one of them.
She's gonna do one for everybody. I'm gonna remove my
And then
personal
make sure
one.
you post that on
I will.
and send that on the app. Do we do the website anymore or just the app?
We do both.
Okay, you do both.
So does anybody else have any more questions?
No.
Okay, well, everybody, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Everybody be safe, be responsible. And then we will see you at the warehouse after this.
Woo!
Some enjoyment. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said